Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. Going to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Well, here down the field will fall incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Broncos. 41 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Broncos 7, Eagles nothing. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They're on 29-yard line. Great, set. Delta. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping to his left. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alex Singleton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Headed left, buying time. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Broncos
12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Denver first down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Pushed out to his left. He's got the tight end, Adam Trumpman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align. And tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And not much there. Quick defense. Held to no good.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. Oh! And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he takes it to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Off the play fake, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that walk. First down, Philadelphia.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
This one is really close, Mike. He makes the catch, but I don't think he's able to establish that possession with both feet in bounds. Could have been a really nice pickup, but instead, it's going to result in an incompletion.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. That is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This has been bizarre. For a second and a mile, a huge gain, but still sort of a first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go forward on fourth.
Nix from the gun on third down. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards. yards.
Set to go now on
That's
first
another
and 10.
Broncos first down. First and 10.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down
Makes
now.
it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Moving to his right. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Broncos first down. First down and goal to go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
For the end zone, but it's batted away. It's incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's third and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Mims sent in motion here. On fourth down, here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. They're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand. Give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mims sent in motion. And he goes down. Jalen Phillips. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 3.
So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
Will Lutz lining up for the point.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5. From 29. Here's second down and 4. Hurts working in the pistol. That's right side. He's got count to Terra. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest and catch. Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Number 26, Saquon
Bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so high. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He's got a tight end count to Terra out to the left. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Hurts will try it again. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Here's Barkley. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second
Shotgun
and
snap
goal.
now to Hurts.
At the 7.
This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Hey, 73, 70. No touch. No touch.
Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On my set.
They'll go play action with Hicks. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 14-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
On my set.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. Can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Very set. No touch.
Hurts again. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
First and 2 at their own 23-yard line.
On my set.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot with Mims. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
On my set. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A loss of 13
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Pass complete, taken in by Franklin. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, Denver. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
touch that. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get this to Calcaterra. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Behind his tight end, Calcaterra. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Grace.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Quick throw on a slant, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Grace. No touch.
They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Ray Greenlaw in on the tackle.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Second down pass.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Play action now. It's Nix. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
15-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, throw some ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
No touch that. No touch.
On second down, Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6 after that last sack. Their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Hold on a second. Ready. 180. Behind.
Nick snap on first and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now left Yeti. And anyway, huh? No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
No touch.
A second down throw for Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Great, set. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he'll take this one in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. His second touchdown of this first half.
The kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25, so at about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Over set. Ready. Ready, set.
Now, faking the give. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And in motion is Ingram. Flushed to his left. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Brian Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's going to give himself up dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. We're going to start with very poor field position. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, back. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Hurts working in the pistol. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Bonito on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 9. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time.
And 9 yards to
And
go.
it's going to be third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down mark.
It's fourth down.
Now Hurts on fourth down. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
That gets 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he will get into the end zone. Grant Calcaterra. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, Denver. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 15.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
And an Eagle first
A
down.
hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air again. Hurts. On the run to the right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
The first down pass.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. That one good for 8 does it. Very quick first down.
And the Broncos.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Second and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced out left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pick up of 2.
Brings up
Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Thompson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Mims set in motion here. Nix gonna throw for it. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in a situation like this, I would love to see the quarterback think first down. I don't need a touchdown. I need a fresh set of downs. I need to keep the chains moving and give me more opportunities to hopefully end this drive with a touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
First and 10.
Great. Delta.
To throw, Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. 13 yards. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
A
line.
first down throw for Hurts. To the right side. Caught by Goddard. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 21-yard
To throw on second down is Hurts. Forced out wide. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Eagles first down. First and goal.
Here's the run. And he's going to lose yardage here yards. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Brent Alcantara. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Carter in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd and long. Play action now. It's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's taken down up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Here's Nix to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 3rd down.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, faking the give. That's caught left side by Ingram. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down? Now it's Dobbins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just... He wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
That is brought in, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Portland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 39.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Easy, 63. No time.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's right side. He's got down to Terra. And he's out of bounds on the pass play. But that's good for 8 yards.
Every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Game on. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 33-yard line.
Oh, my son.
Mims sent in motion here. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Oh, my son.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. So they get 16 on that connection. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, my son.
Mims sent in motion here. On the move left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 more yards.
13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, my son.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Nolan Smith able to stay with the quarterback. He runs him down for a loss of 9. Second down. Nix moving to his left. Now he'll air one out. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And a nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense and hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard. Ball spotted at the shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon Jones on the cover.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. Calcaterra's got it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
For the Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 6 yards.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. Out to his right. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 53. Broncos 49.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Their own 41-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Forced to his right. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
At the 27-yard
Now
line.
on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Here's Dobbins. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
On the tackle.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And they had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
Intercepted
All right,
by
Mike,
the Eagles.
file this play away.
Result
If
of
they're
the
able to
play
hold on
is a
and pull this
turnover
game out,
on down.
we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott
On is Elliott
four-point
to
effort.
add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Eagles 60. Broncos 49. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Crazy. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Mims sent in motion here. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes 1st and 10. Rolling right. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. He's going to try it here again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 48-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass over the middle to Calcaterra. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
36 yards.
And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
Broncos 49.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner.